going out of Fisher to sort of separate these heroes. You know, this lifestealer from trying to get on top of someone could make it pretty tricky in the mid game for Fnatic to run down TNC.
Yeah, that is. I mean, that's definitely true. The sustain is definitely one thing that I have seen a lot of times versus Doom lineups that really kind of makes the hero. I mean, doesn't make the hero bad by any means or anything like that, but makes the hero actually look like he has a weakness, because you actually can reset and re-engage after the fight because you can heal someone and persist through the Doom. Good positioning for the lane for KP because of that fissure. And he should be able to do a decent amount up here too because of this Earthshaker. If they can get some good fissure blocks like that too, he could actually look to pressure like the Grimstrokes. And again, DJ!
That's another permanent bit of agi for Gabby.
That's actually bizarre too. Like, was he... Did he go for like a courier or something like that? Was he like?
I mean, it's early morning, you know, maybe had a late night last night. He's just waking up, DJ.
Yeah, I know that. Like, yeah, it's like Gabby got an early Orb of Venom, so maybe that did catch him off guard because CM is slow. But like, what positioning was he standing in that they were actually able to get on top of him and hit him? Definitely a bit of a blunder in that bottom lane at the start there for DJ.
You got to respect that Orb of Venom slot. And off the back of those 2 kills, Gabby's going to be hitting 2 pretty soon. And once that's there, DJ's going to be even more vulnerable. So has to stay on top of those positioning. You know, sure, you are just a support, but feeding kills to the safe lane Slark early on never feels good. Gabby is going to be very, very happy with this.
I did not think Armel would come off to that hot of a start in that first 2 waves. He's 7-4 to the 4-2 Leshrac. I thought Lesh would have a much better time in the first few because Earthshaker wasn't there either at the start. So now MooN, now he's going to be pressured in mid. Earthshaker's going to sit around the area, and they can actually easily set up for these raise plays. Armel's 3 now. MooN has to be very careful how he steps up.
A Fisher and a couple of raises and a right click would do the job if they can get that set up. So MooN has got to respect Tim's, keep himself on the high ground, not step too far forward.
Man, these lanes are actually looking just much better on the side of TNC, just all across the board. That mid matchup now has completely gone in their favor.
Ice!
And now Ice.
He's dead.
Another one. Not a permanent edge.
They didn't quite get him whilst quick enough after Gabby got the touch in, so. Yeah. But still, giving go. Oh, no, well, that would. Gabby,
2.
He's going to have to jump forward. The frostbite is there, and there he goes. Ice will be able to block.
But they'll just hit him anyway. He's like, okay, just give me some little casual stats so I can back up on the lane. That is...
Gabby's looks scary. This is quite a solid start to the safe lane of TNC. It's already 2K lead here at 2 minutes in.
Mid's a disaster. 16-9 to 7-2. And Tim's is just going to, like we said, he's just going to sit around the area. Jabs has to do something to kind of alleviate this. And I think you're going to have to just accept the fact that KP is just going to get a great lane on the Omni Knight now top if you are this Grimstroke with the Lifestealer in your lane. You have to make sure that MooN doesn't get punished by these rotations from the Earthshaker. It's going to be easy kills. Definitely a concern in these first 3 minutes. It's a 2K gold leader.
Yeah, I bet they're getting this advantage. Very nicely early on. Ice struggling to hit the creeps because he knows that even as the Doom, it's very hard for him to get in. He's got to sort of hope for a nice neutral creep to go and find.
They can't pressure this lane at all because the thing about CF is you're annoying because you constantly you're standing yourselves on something, but Audio, you just click overcharge afterwards. You have edges anyway, so you're actually counteracting all of the damage that's coming up from this lane. Oh yeah, and Gabby and Armel are gonna fall free on, and KD is also, we said, gotta have a good lane top. He might actually be able to set up for kills if Tim's rotates.
So finish shot, KD's gonna stop a jab with a purification. That's a kill. TNC looking hot this morning. That's MooN. It's got to be a little careful there. A couple of raises stacking up, but the ball is full, so has the regen to pump himself back up to pretty much full with those bottle charges.
Fnatic's got to do something to fix these lanes, because I think if they just keep these lanes static, it's just going to get worse and worse. So some moves are going to have to be done by the supports, and right away we are seeing DJ, but I think DJ actually just went to go jungle. He's not actually looking to help the lanes. So he's jungling the hard camp of the Radiant side. And now he's looking to actually make a move toward mid, but...
Oh, it's going to be hard to do, because Tim's just constantly sat
Look at that.
around here.
Yep, he's just waiting in position to try to set up for a fissure so they can get these raise plays. They have an offensively glyph so they can keep this aggressive move. 13-3 to 20 to 30-13. Armel dominating this matchup.
And this is what, in terms of these heroes, well, we'll actually hold that for, because bottom lane Ice.
Whoop.
They're going to dive him. That's another kill. Again, not quite killing him in time to get the Agi buff, but still, it's a dead hero. Gabby knows that he can pick up the permanent pickoffs later.
Lesh in the past used to do, I don't know about now with the matchup, how exactly it is. I think maybe Shadow Fiend does actually just do a lot better now, but Lesh in the past used to have a pretty good matchup because you just spam the lightning on the SF and you secure range creeps, but SF has changed quite a lot since those times, and Armel's definitely proving. And there's also Nurse.
Oh, not again!
No, oh no, Ice!
He's just come back to the lane!
And more Agi.
Yeah, this time he will get it, Gabby.
This game is getting disastrous very quickly. 6-0, 3K gold lead, 3 lanes just completely won.
Oh no. Maybe they just didn't get the chance to have their breakfast this morning, Fnatic.
Well, I say completely won. Lifestealer is still free farming, but the fact that Omni is getting he's getting full levels. He's going to be level 5 and he got himself a kill. That is, yeah, this is a concern.
And we have seen the old Lifestealer carry a few games, and there's every reason to believe in him.
But he is versus a Slark. That's the thing. Slark is a very good hero versus him. So, I mean, Shadow Fiend, the thing is, like, Lifestealer is good versus Shadow Fiend for the most part in the games, but if an SF starts to get really, really far ahead, he just is going to hit you with that physical damage quite hard from a distance, and he does have good
DJ.
Away.
Oh, no. And they saw him there with that courier passing over. He's going to hide. He's going to hope. And they won't go hunting for him. Top lane, they'll try and make a play here onto KP. KP got the Heavenly Grace buffing him up as he walks off. And he's going to live. Ooh. The right click from Jabs, not quite enough to finish him. Mid lane, MooN actually seeing an opportunity to run down Armel, and DJ comes in, a big kill. A very, very needed one there for Fnatic as Armel is taken down.
That's wow. I don't know how he got on top against Armel, just stepped up a bit too far, and that Leshrac movement speed was able to just close the distance. Okay. 23 Savage, though, with the late infest up top. It feels like they could have actually had KP if he just insta-did it for that burst damage, but...
We'll see what the moves are going to be next for MooN in particular. He's having that slow start in the lane, but you can see also getting that kill. It's not actually that different between them two. You know, 2,800 on Armel's SF, 2,500 on MooN's Lesh. That's not too bad considering how the early CS was going heavily in favor of the Shadow Fiend.
I'm worried about bottom right now, though. Look at Ice. He's just constantly being chased. He's trying to get somewhat of something. He does have the TP, but oh my God.
He's out.
Thank God for the buckler. Trusty shovel, go to Tim's. He's got a lot of downtime in between. Of course, he'll get the Kobold first.
Nice best. Yeah, it's going to be a slow start for Ice.
Yeah.
It's only just, I think, still level 3 at the moment. Very close to level 4, but it's a very, very rough beginning for the offlaner. But it seems to be sort of the trend. We see a lot of offlaners at the moment in this meta having some very tough starts. If they end up in these sort of lanes where they're against a matchup that they really struggle to do anything against. And that really was the case here. This Slark IO lane just had so much sustain that there was no amount of bullying that could be done to stop Gabby from having free farm down here.
Yeah, but look at the comparison. KP nearly level 7 compared to a level 4 Doom. I just pulled up the levels myself and it's across the board, yeah. TNC.